All right, we're live. Sorry about that. What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here. I do apologize. I picked up my parents. They were running a little bit late. I also didn't do the best job with my time management either. We had a lot of traffic, so but yeah, we're still gonna do this. We're gonna give you guys the best quality play-by-play because we show up, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll try to lock in. It might be a little bit, untraditional and a little bit unorthodox, but that's okay. We're here, we're showing up, and that's just how it goes, man. So I don't know why. Of course, this is really annoying me. There we go. So the Sixers, they're down by 6. It's 31-25. Tyrese Maxey literally scored 21 of the 25 points for the Sixers in the first quarter, and that is a career high for him. Was listening a little bit to Tom McGinnis, of course, on the radio. Shout out to him. We have a layup that's up and in by Malik Monk with the right hand over towards the right side of the baseline. So the Sixers have Payne, Harris, Hield, Lowry, and Bamba. And with 11:35 left to go in the second quarter, they'll have the rock. Hield thought about taking the three, hands it off to Tobias Harris over towards the baseline. Harris trying to take on his defender, Keegan Murray down low. What's he going to do? Harris turnaround Jay connects. Got it to go, 33-27. And the Sixers now down by 6. Thanks so much, Steven for keeping the fort down. I appreciate that. We have a step back 2 by Murray. That's up, and that's just no good. He missed the 18-foot jumper. Harris got the rebound. Here's Campaign, who will just find Tobias Harris in between the circles. Now dribbles over towards the right side. Elbow jumper is up, and that's too strong. And Fox comes up with the rebound. De'Aaron Fox so far in the game, 4 points and 4 rebounds. He's 2 for 5 from the field with a turnaround J this time. And Tobias Harris corrals the miss. He'll take it all the way towards the Sixers side. Sixers again go from right to left, and the Kings go from left to right. Here's Hield, catches, thought about taking the three, decides to dribble towards the lane, pick out all the way to Campaign, who's over on the far side. Payne will drive it in towards the lane, puts up a 2, and it's no good. Bamba with the offensive rebound, though, puts it up and in. Oh, Mo Bamba being physical down low. And Malik Monk got called for the foul, and it's an and one opportunity, 33-29. And we're just about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in here. I apologize about being on here a little bit late. Had to take care of something and, take care of responsibilities. That's what we do, man. The foul shot is good by Mo Bamba, so he does convert on the three-point opportunity. De'Aaron Fox and Alex Len. Len was supposed to be the inbounder. Fox was supposed to be the inboundee, but the ball ended up bouncing over towards the half-court logo, and they were, looking at each other like, you have to go get it, my guy. And now it's finally inbounded to Fox. Fox tries to go down low. It's swiveled and deflected by Campaign, and it goes to the bounds towards the near sideline. 16 on the shot clock. 10:20 left to go in the first half. Larry's here. What's up, Larry? Thanks so much for coming on here as always. A 3-point lead. How about Tyrese Maxey? 21 points in the first quarter. That's a career high for him. The Kings, they look a little out of sorts. They throw it away, and it'll be Sixers ball. Alex Len threw it out of bounds. So Maxey with a career high of 21 points in the first quarter. He scored 21 of the 24 points by the Sixers. We do have a layup that's up, and that is just off the mark, but we do have a foul called on Harrison Barnes, the former Golden State Warrior, who played for them early on in his career and was able to win a championship with them back in 2015. JC Fit Pro, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks so much for coming on here. I appreciate that. Next shift, don't change who you are, JJ. Keep killing it, my guy. All right, so the Sixers, they're down by 1, 33-32. They're on a 7-2 run to start off the second quarter as Bamba connects on the foul shot, and Mo Bamba has actually made 5 of the 7 points by the Sixers so far in this second quarter. We're 2 minutes into the action in the second quarter. All right, and out there for the Kings, it's Barnes, Fox, Len, Mont, and Durant. All right, so there's a shot that goes up, and that's a foul called. It'll be against the Sixers. Harrison Barnes had it over towards the baseline, and Campaign gets called for the foul. The Sixers, they did beat the Kings in their first game of the regular season series by a score of 112-93. So they were able to win. That was on January 12th. And they're playing here out in Sacramento at the Golden One Center. So here's Fox who gets the inbound. Fox skip pass all the way outside to Durant for a three, and that's off the mark. Harris tried to corral the rebound and could not catch it, so it goes to the bounds, and it'll still be Kings ball with about 5 seconds to go. So the shot didn't even hit the rim. It went over the rim, and the Kings left it. Inbound it really quickly. Durant, pump fake, three-point shot. That's up and just a little bit wide to the right. Harris with the rebound. Tobias Harris with 5 boards and just 2 points. That's his 5th defensive rebound. Harris finds Payne on the far side. One more to Lowry. Lowry thought about taking the three, but decides to take on Durant himself. Lowry will hand it off to Payne, who catches, lets it fly, and he can't get it, just a little short. And another rebound by the Kings. Sixers just down by 1. Uno, Malik Monk will take it all the way and pass it out to Fox. Fox's three is up and in. Oh, man, De'Aaron Fox starting to get things going. Fantastic Mr. Fox, they call him. A former Kentucky Wildcat who's averaging 26.7 points per game, which is 9th in the NBA, and he's shooting 47% from the field. Buddy Hield, the former King, puts up a three, and that's just a little bit too strong. The Sacramento Kings grab the board. Malik Monk hands it off to Harrison Barnes. Barnes, one more to Fox. Fox being guarded by Kyle Lowry, a Villanova Wildcat. And we have a swing pass all the way to Durant for a far corner three. Bamba can't catch the rebound, and it goes into the hands of Fox. Oh, my gosh, Bamba has to catch that. He could not do so. Fox, one more to Durant again, and finally Buddy Hield puts an end to the bleeding. So he got the rebound. Harris goes down low, coast to coast, runners up, and we have a blocking foul called on Durant. And that'll result in 2 free throws for Tobias Harris. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left remaining in this first half. Sixers, of course, tied with the Miami Heat coming into today as they're, in a play-in tournament battle with each other. Sixers do play the Heat one more time, and that is in just a few weeks. There's just 11 games left in the regular season for the Sixers. Harris knocks down the first foul shot, and so far has been pretty quiet scoring-wise. He scored the first 7 points of the game against the Clippers on Sunday afternoon, and he just has 3 points, and we just have 8 minutes left to go in this first half. Here's Nico Batum, who will sub in for the Sixers, and Buddy Hield will take a seat. Alex Len will also get a sip of Gatorade as Keon Ellis comes in for him, and Domantas Sabonis will be De'Aaron Fox's replacement. Second foul shot on the way for Harris. It's good. 36-34, 76ers down by a deuce. Sabonis tried to get it. It's knocked loose, though, by Kyle Lowry as he gets the steal. Off the bad pass by Keegan Murray. Payne, lob pass down low to Harris. Harris goes up with it and connects. Oh, Tobias Harris and Campaign. What a rainbow pass that was from Payne all the way down low. It was like he was passing it to a big man. 3 turnovers by the Kings, and just 1 for Philadelphia. And we have a whistle called. It'll still be Kings ball. On the other side, Kyle Lowry did commit a personal foul, so we're all locked up at 36 apiece. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on the bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. We got 7 people on here watching. We know it's a weekday, but Algo Gang, do your thing. So Sabonis, Murray, Ellis, Mitchell, and Monk out there for the Kings. Sabonis with a bouncer back outside to Monk. Monk all the way. Tries to give it back to Ellis, and there's a 2-pointer that's up, and that's just a little short. Keon Ellis missed it. Domantas Sabonis got the rebound, and the putback is up and in. It's 38-36. Domantas Sabonis with 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists so far in this game. He's been a triple-double machine, a guy that almost averages about 8.5 assists and 13.5 rebounds and 20 points per game. Gonzaga Bulldog, that's where he went to college. Payne gets it on the drive. Shot clock winding down to 3. Batum kicks it out to Mo Bamba. Bamba tries to fight for the rebound, and it gets stripped up. Bamba to Harris. A fresh 14 on the clock. Batum And he tried to pass it to Lowry, but we do have a turnover called. It's on Tobias Harris for setting an illegal screen. And the Kings will call for time with 6:51 left in the first half. So Philadelphia down by 2. They were down by 6 heading into this second quarter, but they're on an 11-7 run. Can they keep this up? That's the question. Again, in case you are just tuning in, I apologize. We're a little bit late, but, we had to take care of something, and we had to fulfill our responsibilities. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that we're up here and that we're calling the game with you guys, because that's what we do. We try to be consistent, and we try to give you the best quality play-by-play. And, we really do try to be reliable on here. What's up, Katie? What's up, Will? What are your final score predictions, guys? I know, again, I'm a little bit out of sorts, but what are your final score predictions on this game? I'm going to go with 105. Actually, sorry, I take that back. 115 to 109 Sixers. 115 to 109. That's my final score prediction. 115 to 109 Sixers. Play any viola today? Oh, you're talking to Katie. Thought you were talking to me. I was like, I don't play the violin. 115, 109 Sixers. That's my final score. All right. And actually, it's Duarte. I'm happy I wrote that down. Not Chris Duarte. So, wrote that down. The Knicks, they won today 124 to 99. They beat the Detroit Pistons, so they're still in fourth place. They're actually, I believe, when we take a look at the standings, if I take a look at it right now, if I'm correct, yeah, okay, so they're a half game behind Cleveland. Cleveland actually ended up winning today, so that's why. If Cleveland lost, then Cleveland actually would have been the 4 seed right now. So that's funny. The Cavs, they're 4-6 over their last 10. The Knicks are 7-3 over their last 10. So here's how it goes. So the Bucks are in second place in the Eastern Conference. The Cavs are 2.5 games behind them, and the Knicks are 3 games behind Milwaukee. So that is how it works in the Eastern Conference. The Bucks and everybody else, they're 10.5 games behind Boston. Nobody's going to catch up to them. It would be almost virtually impossible for that to happen. Boston did seal a play-in spot, and actually, I think that today, even though they lost 120 to 118, they sealed a playoff spot. So it's going to be really tough again to beat them. 57 to 15, or 57 and 15 they are in the season. So that would make them 70. Yep. Okay, so they got the number 1 seed locked up. Yep. All right. Philadelphia down by 2 points, and the Kings have the basketball. We have a shot that goes up by Davion Mitchell, and he's fouled by Tyrese Maxey. 103-101 Sixers, says JFit Pro. Okay, that is his final score. Nice. What are your final scores? Comment down below. Would love to hear what your final scores are. Mine is 115 to 109 Sixers. 38 to 36 Sacramento Kings up by a deuce. Sabonis does get the inbound. He's at the top of the key. The Kings again go from left to right. Monk gets it down low. And now Sabonis taking on 2 defenders. And he tried to throw it away, but we do have a whistle called. And there is a foul on Domantas Sabonis. It's a turnover on him, actually. And it'll be Sixers ball, 38 to 36. So a 3-second turnover on Domantas Sabonis, and that's the 4th turnover today by the Kings. Reed gets it on the block. Dribble handoff to Batum, who almost got it knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. He tried to chase after it, and it was last touched by him. Batum not so happy with that call, and that's just the 2nd straight turnover by the Sixers. The Sixers may challenge this. They are actually going to call for time. I want to see again. Batum, it looks like from at first that he may have touched it with his right knee, but don't know. And we'll have a timeout called by Philadelphia. I left my water downstairs. Of course I did. Actually, I think I left it in the car. What is it? 110, 105. That's your final score prediction. Okay, cool. Cool stuff. We got 12 people on here watching. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret. You guys want to know a little secret? Comment down below if you want to hear a secret. Well, I'll put it this way. Okay? So Thursday, in case you all are wondering, is a big day for us because it's MLB opening day. Okay? Will says he wants to know a secret. Yeah. So Thursday is opening day. All right? So I'll let you guys know one thing. I have a lot of announcements for Thursday. And I do mean a lot. But I'll tell you one thing. Oh, tell us. Okay. So I am going to start doing memberships, guys. That's one thing I am going to start doing. I'm going to start handing out memberships to people. I know that DJ started doing it on his channel, but I was thinking for a while, I've been really wanting to get you guys more involved and give you guys some more exclusive content. If you guys realize, I have not been doing any sort of podcasts, okay? And part of the reason why is because I was thinking to myself, well, maybe we can give you some sort of exclusive content and come out like once a week and just have it for you guys that are just members, and we can have you guys come on, give your thoughts about the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers, and the Eagles, and do a whole sports discussion that way. But the main thing I wanted to let you guys know is that if you do sign up for my membership, okay, it's going to be $5 a month, but the biggest thing that's going to be included in this, because baseball is almost every single day, on Wednesdays and Saturdays for the fifth inning, okay, if you are a member of my channel and if you are on, okay, I'm going to have a sign-up list, and I'll get you guys to come on during a half inning to a full inning of the fifth inning of a Phillies game. And that's the news that I have. That's one of the things I wanted to let you guys know. Other than that, I'll let you guys have to be there on Thursday in order to hear the rest of it. But yes, if you want to come on during the fifth inning on Wednesdays and Saturdays, because the Phillies may be off on Mondays or Thursdays, but Wednesdays and Saturdays, you guys can come on during the fifth inning. I'll select you. I'll have like a little lottery pick or whatever. And, yeah, that's what happens when you sign up for my membership. So I just wanted to let you all know about that. It's 38-36 here with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. The Sixers did challenge. The call does stand, and the Sixers do get charged with a timeout. More on that after the break of action here. De'Aaron Fox will come in for Malik Monk, and that's the only substitution that the Kings will have. Secret membership. Will says, I like that. Yeah. Well, I want to give you guys a really good experience, and I think that because we're doing the 162, it would be really cool to just get more voices on there and have you guys be able to talk. And, for half an inning to a full inning, we may do two people. I have not yet decided. It's tough because you don't know sometimes with these, with baseball innings, how things are going to go. But, yeah, you guys are going to be able to come on if you sign up for a membership on either Wednesdays or Saturdays to come talk with JJ during the middle of a game. 38-36 is the score. Keon Ellis just committed a personal foul. That's actually his third personal foul. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Maxey dribbles over towards the right side, and we have another offensive foul called on the Sixers. It's on Tobias Harris. Of course it is. He set another illegal screen. He was moving, and that's just not what you want to see from Toby. Yep, he moved right on into, it was Keegan Murray. So Murray with 17 points, all scored in the first quarter. He has gone blank here in the second. There's a layup that's up and good by number 15, and that is Davion Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox got the assist there. It's 40-36. Sixers go from right to left. Harris backs up towards the logo. He's being guarded heavily by Davion Mitchell, and now gets the switch. It's Keegan Murray. Maxey on the drive to the basket, goes up with the right hand, and finishes with the two. There you go. So Tyrese Maxey getting into some little action here for the Sixers. Here's a catch-and-shoot three-pointer that's up and in by Keon Ellis from 25 feet. And De'Aaron Fox gets another apple. That's his third apple of the day. He's 3 for 6 from the field, too. Here's Lowry. Will hand it off to Tobias Harris, who goes down the lane. Right-handed floater is no good. And Fox comes up with the rebound. They'll try to take a coast-to-coast, and there's a foul called on the Sixers. It'll be on Tobias Harris once again. He has got to be careful. Harris is getting into a little bit of some foul trouble now. But, yeah, so that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start having memberships, and on Wednesdays and Saturdays for my members, okay, it'll be $5 a month. If you want to come on and talk to me during the fifth inning, the top of the fifth inning and the bottom of the fifth inning, you'll be able to do that on either Wednesdays and Saturdays, okay? That's not going to start this week. It's going to start in 2 weeks. So after the first week of April, that's when it starts. And more info on that when we talk more about it on Thursday. There's De'Aaron Fox, who is fifth on the all-time Kings assist list. He has 2,806, and he needs 3 more to tie the guy on fourth place. 45-38 is the score. KJ Martin hands it off down low to Reed, and it's denied by Sabonis, but he comes back up with it and gets the right-handed layup to fall. There you go. So B-Ball Paul getting his first 2 points of the game, 3 rebounds to go along with that. Sabonis, Murray, Fox, Ellis, and Mitchell playing for the Kings. Sabonis will dribble over towards the right side. He'll take it all the way towards the top of the key. Nola pass all the way to Ellis, and Ellis's 3 is up and in. My gosh, that was actually Davion Mitchell that hit the tray. I beg your pardon, from the far side. 25-foot jumper by Davion Mitchell. And now it's an 8-point lead. Martin goes up with a 2 down low. And we have a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. Oh, boy. So I was watching I was tuning into the Snowman's play-by-play action, of course, of Iowa basketball. I did not see what the final score was of that game, but Caitlin Clark was going off once again. This is the best time of year, in my opinion. You get to tune into March Madness. You have the Major League Baseball season starting, end of the NHL and the end of the NBA season, and it's all fun stuff. And we have another break in the action. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Be right back. Sixers down by 8 points. We're back on here. So, let's see here. So, KJ Martin went up with a shot, and the initial ruling was that he was fouled by Sabonis, but Mike Brown decided to challenge it because he said that Sabonis may have had a chance that it was all ball. So the call's overturned. The Sixers, or it was the Kings that retained their timeout. And it'll be, I believe it'll still be it'll be a jump ball, if that is correct. Martin wants to get a case there. That's his fourth personal foul on KJ Martin, so he gets called for a turnover. So they overturned the call. They said that KJ Martin got called for an offensive foul, and now Martin has to take a seat, and that's probably going to be it for him, you would think, at least for the first half. Batum, Lowry, Maxey, Reed, and Hield out there for Philadelphia. So Murray gets it over towards the elbow, puts up a 2, and he gets the friendly bounce. Bounced literally 4 times. Literally bounced 4 times and just went down the drain. And now it is a 17-15 run by the Kings. They're actually on a 10-2 run over the last 93 seconds. Here's Kyle Lowry, who will just pass it off all the way to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey takes it back over towards the logo. 5 on the shot clock. And a dribble over towards the right. And Paul Reed gets called for the illegal screen this time. That's like the 4th time in this quarter alone that the Sixers have just had a moving screen. And Reed just bumped into Domantas Sabonis. Can't do that. Just some careless mistakes. My gosh, you got to be careful. 3:09 remaining in the first half. Fox dribbles over towards the right, and I'll hand it off to Sabonis over at the top of the perimeter. Keegan Murray steps back, lets it fly. Too strong. Buddy Hield tries to corral the rebound, and Sabonis tried to save it, but it goes to the bounds, and it'll be Kings basketball. The Sixers, so far in this game, they are getting out-rebounded and have not been doing a good job in that department when it comes to just the defensive rebounds. That's what I meant to say. They're actually tied in rebounds, but a lot of the big boards and the important ones have belonged to Sacramento. The Kings also have been able to provide 11 assists in this game so far. It's 50-40. Sabonis gets it all the way towards the top of the perimeter. Bouncer back to Sabonis. One more to Fox. Step back, pump fake, three-pointer, in and out again, and Sabonis tips it into the hands of Maxey, but we have a loose ball foul on Paul Reed. I don't even think he touched him right there, but nonetheless, Sabonis will earn his stripes at the line, and now Paul Reed has to start being careful. That's his 2nd personal foul in a row, so you need to be really careful there. I mean, my goodness, the Sixers just are committing fouls left and right, and some of them are just so bad. That time, Reed, when you look at the replay, he did elbow Sabonis right into the head. And the first foul shot is good by Domantas Sabonis as he knocks that one down. So it was a loose ball foul that was ruled on the floor by Paul Reed. Sabonis averaging 13.7 rebounds per game, and that does lead the NBA. And he's also shooting 60.5% from the field. He's 27 years old. His last game that he played, as he does make that foul shot, he had 21, 14, and 8. He has had a double-double in literally the last time he didn't have the last time he didn't have a double-double was, you have to go all the way back to November 29th. To go back to November 29th. That was the last time he didn't have a double-double. 52-40. And the Kings have the rock again. So here's Fox, who dribbles it inside, kicks it back out to Monk for 3. That's a little short, and Maxey comes up with a rebound outlet pass that's deflected and somehow goes into the hands of Buddy Hield, and there's the layup that's good. And he'll get fouled. That's Buddy Hield, the former Sacramento King. So Hield will go to the line for the and one opportunity as Davion Mitchell fouled him in the act of shooting. That was a weird, bizarre pass from Maxey. It actually got deflected into the hands of Paul Reed, and then Reed just made one more pass down low to Buddy Hield, and he'll stay put over at the line. And he cuts the lead into single digits with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the opening half so far. Fox over at the point, and they'll get it over towards the top of the key. Tyrese Maxey is trying to guard him. Spinning turnaround jumper by Fox, and that's really good defense by Tyrese Maxey. But they will call it'll be Sixers ball. It'll be Kyle Lowry who will inbound it, I believe. Or are they just going to call another shooting foul on Tyrese Maxey? A little confused. So Fox went up with a shot, and Maxey didn't even touch him. Nothing. We have a technical foul called on Maxey. That's what it was. I didn't see the T called, but that's what it was. And that'll make it 53-43 as Malik Monk does drain that foul shot. That was really good defense by Maxey. And you can't even see away from the picture that he got called for a technical foul. Now we're going to have another free throw coming up. What's going on? So it's 53-43. And Monk is at the line now for two. And that's so bizarre. So Maxey did get called for a shooting foul. Now they put that up there. I mean, it looked like he touched all ball. That's why I was a little confused. Lowry looked like he was going to inbound it, and then Maxey got a technical foul called on him. And now two more free throws for Fox, and he knocks them both down. It's a 12-point game now, and that does not help the Sixers. 55-43. They're down by a dozen. Lowry out there for Philadelphia, and he'll get double-teamed. A bouncer back to Buddy Hield. Hield back to Maxey for a three on the near corner. Bullseye. Good job by Tyrese Maxey to make it back to a single-digit lead for the Kings and cut the lead back to 9. Murray gets it over from Sabonis. Here's Fox, one more to Murray again for three. Batum tried to get the rebound, and it was deflected off his hands, but he corralled it at the last second. Lowry down low to Reed, over at the foul line. Reed, baby hook, got it! Nice play by Paul Reed as he had a little shovel shot over towards the right side. 55-48 with 1:13 left to go here in the first half. Sabonis gets it really quickly from Paul Reed as it was deflected out of his hands. Here's a drive by Duarte, and Duarte is able to make that one. It's 57-48. Nico Batum will get it for the Sixers. Here's Buddy Hield back to Batum. Lowry hands it off to Buddy Hield. They play catch. Batum catches, fires the three, and it's a little bit wide left from the near corner. Rebound goes to the Kings. Three-point shot by Barnes. That's up and in. That was Davion Mitchell that actually hit the three, and that'll make it now a 60-48 ball game with 35 seconds to go. Lowry lost it out in transition, and it's stolen by Keegan Murray. Monk down low. Handoff for a three. That's in and out. And that was no good by Davion Mitchell. But Mitchell was able to get it back as De'Aaron Fox is able to make the little steal there. 15 seconds left to go. Fox not even dribbling. He's just standing. And now let's get a little dribble going here. He'll take it all the way towards the top of the key. Buddy Hield being his defender. And Maxey leaves his defender. Monk for three on the near side. And Batum could not get the rebound, but that's going to do it. And we go into halftime. Boy, oh boy, the Sixers, you would think that they would be down by more because there's been so many wide open threes taken by this Kings team. And the Kings, in all honesty, they're shooting 31.8% from three. Lots of wide open looks. And just they're 7 for 22. Sixers are 5 for 15. That doesn't help either. But I'll be right back. We're going to take a step off, and I'll see you very, very soon. We got 36 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're going to take a quick sip of water. I'll be back in literally 5 minutes. Don't change that channel. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. So Tyrese Maxey put up 21 points in the first quarter. He scored 21 of the Sixers' 24 points. or 25 points, that is, in that first quarter. They were down 31-25 to end the first, and Maxey, ever since then, just put up 5 points, and give the Kings a little bit of credit because they realized that they needed to trap him a little bit more. It seemed like that they were really trying to guard Kelly Oubre Jr. and Tobias Harris a little bit more because they both went off in the last game against the Clippers. So they probably watched the game film there, and Maxey was still getting a lot of wide open space, and now they've finally clamped down on defense, and they've been making Tyrese Maxey really work for his points. And you have to tip your cap to them because that seems to really be working. The Sixers are 5 for 15 from 3, and they're 9 for 10 from the line. The one little run that really stood out to me was the 10-1 run over 90 seconds, where the Sacramento Kings, the Sixers started off really strong in that second quarter, but it seemed like that when it was an 8-point lead, all of a sudden, was it an 8-point lead at the time? Yeah, it was. It was an 8-point lead at the time. It was 48-40. All of a sudden, with the coach's challenge, the Kings were able to get the call overturned, and that really gave them a lot of momentum. Keegan Murray had a 17-foot step back. Sabonis got fouled, made 2 foul shots. And after Buddy Hield made a 2, and he got fouled for the and one, Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox were able to make some free throws, and that really seemed to be where things started to shift really towards the last 2 minutes of that second quarter. The Sixers were getting really ugly, or they were playing really ugly basketball out in transition, and they just committed some really bad turnovers, including one by Kyle Lowry. Actually, 2 by Kyle Lowry. One got stolen by Malik Monk with 32 seconds to go. And then the other one was stolen by De'Aaron Fox. So because of that, these Kings are doing a really good job. And they, again, should be up by more points because they've been getting a lot of wide open threes. The Sixers have really not been able to just close out on their assignments. And that's been a really big problem for them. But hey, they're down by 12, and now Nick Nurse, all he has to do is just try to rally the troops, and he does a really good job at that, and try to get them back involved in this game. So I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from you guys, man. Comment down below on what you guys have to say about this game. I've been a little bit underwhelmed. I know that they're coming off of a back-to-back. I expected there to be a little bit more poise to start out the first quarter. I liked how Maxey was going off, but you knew that was going to kind of settle down for a little bit, and it seemed like that Sacramento was starting to really soak the life out of Philadelphia, and they did a good job at rebounding the basketball. They were also, even though they committed some really bad turnovers and Sabonis had some really bad plays, it seemed like that what they were able to do with the passing lanes really helped out. The Sixers could not guard the passing lanes, and it was really tough from that sort of perspective. What's up, Asia? Today is Kyle Lowry's birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Kyle Lowry. That's right. He's now 38 years old. Crazy to believe that. But Sixers are not happy with how they started things off, and they're looking to respond. They're in the second half. They're down by a dozen, and hopefully they're able to do so. Today is Lowry's birthday. I read that. Okay, good. But yeah, all right, comment down below. What are your thoughts on this game? If you were to give one word to describe that first half, actually, we'll rephrase that. How would you assess that first half? What letter grade do you give the Sixers with that first half that they played? I give them a C. Why am I giving them a C, Jason? Well, I give them a C because when I was watching, and I, of course, was listening to the beginning of the game on the radio with Tom McGinnis, but they looked really lackadaisical out there. Now, part of the problem I noticed was that with some of these rotations that Nick Nurse had, unfortunately, KJ Martin was getting into some foul trouble. Now, Martin was actually a really big key factor in the last game when they played against the Clippers. He was getting some nice steals. He was getting some really good blocks as well, and he looked really sharp out there. So That was really good, but it was good in the first game, but tonight it has not really been the case. Kellyless says a man called David. What's up, a man called David? How you doing? So yeah, Oubre. I guess he's not playing out there. I didn't get to listen to that. So Oubre has not entered into the game. Did he say that he was day to day? Okay, they said that he was out. They said that he won't play Monday because of the shoulder. That's what they ruled it as, a shoulder injury. Because if you remember correctly, he hit his head and he hit his shoulder in the last game, and that was against the Clippers. So that's right, too. I totally forgot about that. Nico Batum was in there, but not Kelly. A man called David says it was Kellyless. I agree with that. Mm. 24 people on here tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down low. I would really appreciate it. I wanted to ask you guys. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this. Favorite late night NBA basketball game that you got to watch? You were staying up really late. You were watching an NBA game. What was that game that you watched? What was your favorite? I remember there was a game. It was the triple overtime game. I actually didn't get to watch this fully, but it was, I think it was a couple of years ago that the triple overtime game happened, okay? And I'm pretty sure that it was the Lakers that were playing. Yep, it was. It was 3 years ago, and the Kings were playing against the Lakers. That's what it was. I was pretty sure that it was the Lakers, and it was. The final score of that game was 141 to 137. And that was on November 26th of 2021. Fox had like 34 points. LeBron had 30. And that was just such a nice back and forth game. It went into 3 overtimes. The game didn't end till like 2 o'clock in the morning. That was a really cool game to watch. But what's your favorite NBA game, or just any other game in general, that you got to stay up late on the West Coast time and you got to watch until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning? There's more than that I can say, but in regards to the NBA, that was my favorite game. It was 141 to 137. The Kings won in 3 overtimes, and that was in LA at the Crypto.com arena, and that was a fun one. But what say you? What say you? What was your favorite game that you got to watch on the West Coast? That was a very long game. There's some other good ones out there. I remember the Golden State Warriors had a game where they played against the Houston Rockets, and James Harden put up like 63 points when he was in Houston. And the Warriors, I think that they were up by 9 with about 1:45 left to go. And Clint Capella made a couple of shots, and then James Harden made a 3-pointer with Klay Thompson having a hand in his face. And this is when James Harden was James Harden. But that was a really cool game, and I enjoyed that one really, really much as well. But yeah, comment down below on what your favorite West Coast games were that you got to stay up and watch, whether it's NBA, NHL, even NFL, or MLB. Not a lot of NFL games have gone like from 10:30 on. Thus is the most cheating I ever seen with the refs in this Kings game. You didn't answer my question, my guy. But yes, cheating. I don't know about that. The refs have been kind of off this time, but I don't know. Let me get to the scissors. I should probably cut this. This is really bothering me. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I'll give you some final scores around the NBA. We'll do that right now. Again, if you are just tuning in, Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. So we're looking at the scores right now. So we have two other games going on that are West Coast games. We have the Denver Nuggets game that's just about over. They're playing against the Memphis Grizzlies, 128-103, with about 14 seconds to go. Jokic had a double-double, 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. The Clippers are down by 1 to the Pacers, and the Sixers could actually benefit with a Clippers win tonight, even though the Clippers are coming over to Philadelphia on Wednesday. But the score of that game is 53-52. Sorry about that. The Cavs, they beat the Hornets today by a final score of 115-92. The Hornets are now 17-54. They have 54 losses on the season, which is just really, really wild when you look at it from just a historic perspective. That is definitely up there for the most losses that they've had in the season. They need 6 more now to get to 60, and that would be the most, I believe, in 4 years that they would have. But yes, crazy enough. The Celtics lost by 2 today to the Atlanta Hawks, 120-118. We would think that the Celtics would win, but Tatum had 37 points, and DeJounte Murray had 19 points, 15 assists, and 3 steals in that game. Dante DiVincenzo and the New York Knicks were able to beat the Pistons today, 124-99. And DiVincenzo ended up putting up a 40-burger, which is the most points that he's had this season. A guy that's averaged about 14.5 points per game, and he went to college at Villanova. That's how many points he had, which is ridiculous. What else do we have? The Raptors lost today to the Nets, 96-88. Dennis Schroeder had 19 points and 7 assists. The former Atlanta, the former Toronto Raptor from this year. Rashawn Holmes had 14 points and 15 rebounds for the Wizards today, and they actually won by 2 against the Chicago Bulls, 107-105. Delano Banton had 28 points for the Portland Trailblazers, but they lost 110-92 against the Rockets. Give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit because they have really been on fire. They've now won 9 straight games in a row, and they've won 11 out of their last 12 games, and now they're in the hunt for trying to knock off the Golden State Warriors or the LA Lakers, who were in the 9th and the 10th seeds in the Western Conference standings. So they're starting to really heat up, and they've been playing really good basketball. The Suns lost today 104-102 to the Spurs. Kevin Durant had 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists in that outing. And, of course, the Nuggets, we just said that they won 128-103. It's now official. And the other final score is Dallas. They beat the Utah Jazz 115-105. Luka Doncic with another triple-double, 29, 12, and 13. So, all right. So, here we go. So, Tyrese Maxey scored. So, these are the guys that scored a team's first 16 points in a game. Okay, so you have Peja Stojakovic, who did it in 2006. He had 20 points. Vince Carter had 17 in 2007. Vin Baker also had 17 in 1999. And Tyrese Maxey tied Marc Gasol, who ended up putting up 16 points in the 2017 season. It was the 17-18 season when he was on the Memphis Grizzlies still. 60-48 as we're now in the second half of this ball game. Lowry steps back, puts up a 3, and he knocks it down off the assist by Mo Bamba. So the Sixers cut it back to a 9-point deficit out in Sacramento as they shine the beam light with the cowbell in Cowtown. 1 minute underway in this third quarter. Sabonis does get fouled down low, and he took a hit towards the right jaw by Mo Bamba, and it'll be a foul because it was a hit to the face, too. I don't know if they're going to review this to see if it's a flagrant foul or not, but it'll be interesting to see for sure. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below. DeAndre Hunter, Nick Curcio said, went off tonight, and he had a clutch shot to beat the Celtics. I got to change that. Sorry about that. There we go. So it's 60-51. Sabonis with 8, 7, and 6. 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. 5 turnovers. No, I'm kidding. I was just trying to go down with a little trend there. 60-51 is the score as Sabonis can't knock down the second foul shot. This guy is a very good foul shooter, shooting at about a 92% clip rate, which is just ridiculous. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. The last time he did not have a double-double was back in November, which is impressive. Murray gets the rebound off the missed shot by the Sixers, and we have a shot that goes up, and an offense that's actually a travel violation called on Harrison Barnes. So Barnes does get called for the travel, and the Sixers will have possession of the rock. Harrison Barnes with a donut in this game so far and 2 rebounds. That's it. Bamba catches, lets it fly for 3. And we do have a whistle called, and that'll go against the Sacramento Kings, I believe. So it's 60-51, 10:21 remaining in the third quarter. Sabonis got a little bit knocked up on that shoulder. It was a shooting foul on him. And Sabonis should be, Bamba's going to go to the line for 3 free throws, but the Kings, I think, are going to challenge this again. So Mike Brown wants to have the refs put on the headsets, and Sabonis massaging that left shoulder. And they'll still stay in there, but I believe that they're going to put out the red flag and challenge this. We got 32 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. What's up, Justin? You made it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. KJ Martin, 4 personal fouls. Yeah, that's been one of the big storylines for today. Tyrese Maxey has 26 points so far. But, yeah, you're right. KJ Martin, who was a really good lockdown defender for the Sixers in their last game as they were in L.A. taking on the Clippers, he has 4 personal fouls. And, well, Bamba has 3 personal fouls. Lowry has 2. Maxey has 3. Harris has 2. And Reed has 2 as well. So, you really have to be careful. And I know I probably said that a couple of times today, but I truly do mean that. The Sixers have really been fouling a lot in this game. But yeah, man, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We need 5 more subscribers in order for us to get to 1,820. I would really appreciate it if we got there sooner rather than later. Thank you all so much for being here and taking time out of your busy night. I know it's a weeknight, and you guys probably have jobs to do tomorrow. But, I do appreciate you guys for supporting me on here and for taking time out of your day to tune into these games. These are must-win games now, of course, for the Sixers. But, with real life, you have to take care of what you got to do. But the fact that you guys are here, that's really awesome, and that means a lot to me. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. The short story is that I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Graduated from Rowan University. Wanted to really just take a chance on myself when I was done with school, and that's why I started off doing this YouTube channel. I actually interned at NFL Films first, and while I was there, I just missed putting the headsets on, and I loved the internship, but I wanted to just get reps, and that's why I started calling games on here. And if you guys really do enjoy this, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit the donate button down below. If you're tuning in on Facebook or any other social media platform, you can either come on to YouTube and type in Play-by-Play with JJ, or you can also just subscribe or follow the channel on all the other social media platforms, whether you're on Facebook or any other social media website. It would mean a lot. All right, so let's see what the call is. So the Kings challenge Sabonis fouling Mo Bamba. And again, the Kings win the challenge, so it should be a jump ball over at the center circle at the half-court mark. My gosh. So that's the second time that they've won a challenge. It's 60-51. Sabonis and Bamba will be tipping things off against each other. Bamba's 7'2", Sabonis is 7'1". They put it up, and Bamba ends up winning the tip-off, and the Sixers, again, going from left to right. Harris gets it and passes the hot potato to Kyle Lowry over on the far right side. 10-10 left to go in the third quarter, and a whistle called against the Kings. You and Halftime need to collab. It'll be the collab of the century. I would like to do a podcast with him for sure. That'd be really cool. I would like that a lot. In all honesty, you're looking at the replay. I'm looking at the replay, and Bamba, I mean, it was hard to see if he really got fouled with the right hand by Sabonis, but the one view they showed it, and it kind of looked like he did get fouled, but the other view was like, no. Batum tries to get the three, and he goes up with it. It's airballed. Lowry tries to save it, and instead Fox comes up with it. They get it back. Fox trying to dribble it around the timeline and pass it to his teammates. Sabonis gets it over towards the near elbow, and now is able to find Murray, cut back door, and he got the little layup to fall. Keegan Murray able to put up 21 points now. He had 19, all of them, or all 17 of his 19 were just scored in the first quarter. Bamba dribbles it off to Tobias Harris over towards the far side. Harris hands it off to Bamba. And one more dribble handoff to Lowry for a catch-and-shoot three. Too much mustard on that one. And Bamba comes up with the rebound. Didn't even have to jump for it. Harris over towards the far side. Takes it all the way towards the foul line. Extended. Two-pointer. Connects. Got it. 62-53. And you want to see Tobias Harris trying to get things going to start off this third quarter here. There you go. All right, so 9 minutes to go. Domantas Sabonis, 8, 7, and 7 for him, and he's 2 for 4 from the field. Sabonis gets it over on the elbow, and he'll take on Mo Bamba down low. Maxey comes in for help, and there's a dribble handoff to Monk for 3, and that's just off the mark. And Tyrese Maxey comes up with a rebound. Maxey trying to take it coast to coast, and he lost the dribble, and he turns it over. Well, he tried to go down low over towards the baseline, and he lost it with his right hand, and just another bad mistake by the Sixers, and you have to try to find a way to stop the bleeding. All right, so Fox dribbles down low, kick out to Ellis for 3, and that's a little bit long. Harris comes up with rebound number 7 of the day. 8 points and 7 boards for Toby. Harris gets trapped over on the far side. He'll hand it off to Lowry. 10 on the shot clock. Lowry on the far side. Passes it back to Harris over on the far wing. Harris dribbles down low. Goes up with a 2. Batum tried to get the rebound and just could not tip it up and in. Murray outlet pass to Ellis. One more to Fox for 3. Got it. Oh, De'Aaron Fox knocks down the 26-foot jumper. And it seems like we've been running in circles with a 12-point lead that just goes back to a dozen by the Kings. Every time the Sixers try to make it a little bit closer, it just goes back to that 12-point lead. That's not what you want. Tyrese Maxey ends up handing it off to Tobias Harris over on the far side. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Harris has to go with a 2, and that one goes in and out. Sabonis with rebound number 9. He'll dribble it up towards the other side, and Bamba will foul him. And Sabonis will go to the line. They said it was in the act of shooting, and Bamba takes a very quick seat. He just came out as soon as he did. Didn't even look frustrated, nothing. Just sat right down. And there'll be some more free throws coming up for Sabonis. A technical foul also called on Bamba, too. Man, these refs just have not been happy with the Sixers today. But regardless, it really didn't even look like it was a foul there. I didn't really see anything, but regardless, Fox will go to the line, or Harrison Barnes, that is, and he is able to knock that one down. Reed will sub in for Nico Batum, and now Sabonis will go to the line for a pair of free throws. I want to like Mo Bamba more than I do, but I feel like he's just so meh. says Nick. Oh, we got 52 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys love this content, make sure you guys comment down below. 66-53, Sabonis first foul shot connects, and Buddy Hield will be the replacement for Mo Bamba. Paul Reed needs to shoot more threes. He's a 40% three-point shooter. A lot of the shots that he's hitting, too, are wide open. But he has not made any threes today. 6 points and 5 rebounds for him. Sabonis, second foul shot. And that time it hits the back of the iron. And it's rebounded by Paul Reed. That's his 5th rebound of the day. A 14-point lead for the Kings. Hield will try to hand it off to Kyle Lowry. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Lowry has a birthday today. He's now 38 years old. Lowry will dribble it down low, kick it out to Hield for 3. Buddy Hield for a three-pointer. And we do have a foul called on the Kings. It was a loose ball foul indeed on Domantas Sabonis. And the Sixers will get a fresh 14 on the shot clock. The one thing that you have to talk about if you're the Sixers is usually this team has a lot of fire coming into the second half, but it just seems like that they're not really fighting for the loose balls, and the effort has been a little bit lackadaisical in regards to just rebounding the basketball. Here's Tyrese Maxey, who goes up and tries to throw an alley-oop pass to Harris, and Harris missed the bunny. Oh, my gosh. All he had to do was just tip it in. He was wide open. Barnes for 3 on the other side. Offensive rebound by De'Aaron Fox. Fox backs up. Nobody was on him, and thank God she did not make that 3. Reed caught the rebound. They are just missing so many wide-open looks, the Kings, that is, yet they're up by 14. Maxey tries to get the little layup to go, and it's saved by De'Aaron Fox. Fox just saved it from going out of bounds. Sabonis in between the circles. Bounce pass back to Murray. Keegan Murray, foul line. Bouncer to Sabonis again, who gets double-teamed. Harris comes in for help. Behind the back bouncer to Murray again, and that didn't even hit the backboard. It just went into the hands of Kyle Lowry. Perfect timing. Maxey back to Lowry on the far wing, and Lowry does get fouled. He got Fox to buy into the little pump fake there, and it was just a foul on the floor. So, again, Tobias Harris had a little alley-oop pass that Maxey just threw right to him. It was a nice play, and literally Harris just missed it. Nobody was on him. He didn't even know in midair if you should just dunk it or just try to tip it in, and he was thinking way too much. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of talk about that after the game, and Harris will take another quick seat. 8.7 rebounds, and he's 3 for 13. Just really has been struggling on the court. He played really well yesterday, but just from an overall perspective, just not playing up to par. Lowry, Maxey, Martin, Reed, and Hield in there for Philadelphia. 4 personal fouls by K.J. Martin. Buddy Hield gets the inbound. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Handoff to Martin, and Martin goes up with a shot. It's blocked and denied by the Kings. It was by Sabonis. Sabonis goes down low. It's blocked again by Paul Reed, and Sabonis gets the little finish off the 2. My gosh. A 16-point lead now for the Sacramento Kings. It's 69-53 with 5:18 remaining in this third quarter. Bouncer from Maxey to Reed. And again, K.J. Martin gets denied. Good defense by the Kings out in transition. Chris Duarte will try to go down low for a 2, and he got it. He parted the Red Sea. It's now 71-53. What a pass by Sabonis. And Domantas Sabonis now with 54 straight double-doubles. That's the longest streak since 1976-77. So he just passed Kevin Love. And that is unbelievable. We'll be right back. And I'll see you very, very soon. We're back on here, man. We got 39 people on here watching, only 22 likes. Come on, man. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate that. Join me for opening day on Thursday afternoon. The Phillies will be back in action. We will have all Phillies coverage on here, and we'll finish out, of course, the Sixers season. And then once the postseason starts for the NHL, we'll also be trying to do some Flyers games as well. We'll have some watch parties for the Flyers, and we'll kick it back. We'll relax, and we'll enjoy some Flyers games on here. Not really going too hard with the play-by-play, but we'll be just enjoying some of the games on here all together, and I'm really excited about that. Sorry if these NHL scores, if the NHL score text is being covered. There we go. 2 NHL final scores today. The Vegas Knights, they ended up beating St. Louis in overtime 2-1. And the LA Kings won in Vancouver today versus the Canucks 3-2. That was the final score of that ball game. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Comment down below if you're having a fun time on here. Not a good game for the Sixers, but the Kings are just taking over, and really, in all honesty, they're up by 18 points, but it feels like they should be up by 30. And I'm just being honest, because there have been a lot of missed wide-open threes, and yet the Kings are still dominating this game. We kind of figured that the Sixers were going to struggle a little bit, especially without Oubre, because Oubre has been a really big piece for the Sixers ever since Joel has gone down. He's averaged literally 19 points per game this month. And even though he's averaging 14.5 points per game on the season, the 19 points per game this month, that's been really huge. He's been a very, very big difference maker. Hield goes up with a 2 and kissed it off the backboard and in. Got it off the window, 71-55. Monk has it over at the logo. And his teammates out there, it's Sabonis, Murray, Mitchell, and Duarte. All right, so Monk catches, fires for 3. Airballed, and it's rebounded by Payne, but he lost it, and it goes into bounds. Payne cannot haul it in, and it'll still be Kings ball. The Sacramento Kings, as we mentioned before, they're 41-29. When you take a look at just the Western Conference standings, they're actually second in their division, just behind the LA Clippers, and they're in one of the top 6 seeds for the playoffs. Sabonis gets it over on the elbow, hands it back off to Monk, and Monk scoops it up and in and gets the layup to fall, 73-55. Buddy Hield catches and fires from downtown, and he can't put an end to this madness by Sacramento. Monk gets it over at the Golden One center sign. Double team comes. He'll throw it into the hands of Keegan Murray. Murray with a bouncer down low. Payne tried to steal it, and Sabonis throws it away into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Bouncer back to Hield. One more to Maxey. Maxey actually will dribble it around the timeline, and they'll pass it all the way to Payne. Payne puts up a 3, and he hits the fireworks, 73-58. There you go. So Payne getting a little piece of the action, getting his first 3 of the ball game from 26 feet. Dort will try to dribble it up inside, and he connects with the 2. Just made it look so easy. And that makes it now 75-58 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Reed gets it over on the elbow again, puts up a right-handed hooker, and we have a late whistle called on Sabonis. A very, very late whistle. And Reed gets helped up by his teammate, Buddy Hield there. And Maxey, what's crazy is that Maxey has not scored any points since the first half. He had 21 in the first quarter, which is a career high in any quarter for him. But he's only scored 5 points since then. Reed's at the charity stripe. 6 points and 6 boards for him. And going along with that, 2 assists. And he is able to hit the first foul shot to make it now 75-59. There's Mike Brown, who's the head coach for the Sacramento Kings. Brown is 54 years old. He was head coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the LA Lakers, and was also an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors as well. He helped the team reach the 2007 finals where they were swept by San Antonio. That was the Cavs. That's when he began coaching with LeBron at a young age. 75-60 as there's the foul shot was no good. Payne tries to put up a three for the Sixers. They'll try to save it and put it into the hands of Maxey, but Maxey lost it, and it goes to the bounds, and it'll be Kings ball. So Sacramento leads it by 15 with 2.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Pretty quiet second half so far for Philadelphia. They've only been able to muster up 12 points. 2:30 left. Here's Reed on a block, and he's able to get it off the shot by Dwart. Alex Len back out there for the Kings, along with De'Aaron Fox. Healed for three from downtown. No, the follow-through, though, is good by Martin, and he throws it down the hatch. So now it's a 13-point game with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Sixers just have to do a better job at guarding the paint. Monk takes it all the way towards the paint, and he'll kick it out to Davion Mitchell. One more down low to Len, and he puts it up and in. So De'Aaron Fox actually got the assist that time, and now I believe he needs 3 more assists to now be considered in the fourth in the all-time Kings assist lists. 77-62. So Campaign has the shooting foul called on him, and DJ Wilson will be making his Sixers debut tonight as Paul Reed gets called for another foul. So that's now his fifth of the, that's now his sixth of the game. So that's it for him, I believe. 78-62, as the foul shots were good that time. That was just his third personal foul, I should say. So I beg your pardon. I saw the 6, but it was 6 points. All right, here we go. Sixers have it. There we go. 3-point shot by Wilson. He puts it up and in. Well, first shot by DJ Wilson, and he hits it. Just from the far wing over towards the right side. 78-65. 1:25 left to go. Payne with the shooting foul as he reached right into the cookie jar. And Fox will go to the line for 2 free throws. So now that'll put the Kings in the bonus. It's 78-65. De'Aaron Fox has been an all-class citizen here in the NBA. He's 26 years old and had a breakout season back in 2023 where he was selected to his first All-Star game and also made an All-NBA team. And he also won the Clutch Player of the Year award. And that's because he led the Kings that year to their first postseason ever since 2006. So this was this award, the NBA Clutch Player of the Year. The award was debuted in the 2022-23 season, and that's when they started doing it. All right, so Fox makes the first foul shot. The second one is no good. Sixers got the rebound. And here's DJ Wilson, who puts up another shot, and he puts it up and in from 3 again. So DJ Wilson has made both of his 3s so far. He's 28, and he's from Michigan. Monk off the rebound. It was a missed shot by him. Almost threw it away. Maxey tips it into the hands of Murray. Murray down low to Len. Len, with the anticipation, puts it up and in. And it's now 81-68, so Alex Len able to put up a deuce. And now we have a whistle called, and that'll go against the Sacramento Kings. And the Sixers will get it back. Campaign gets the inbound, and he'll take it all the way towards the lane. And just a good job by the Kings to take away the passing lane as we have another turnover by Campaign. Fox on the perimeter. 15 on the game clock and 14 on the shot clock. Monk will now take it back over towards the logo. about half a second difference in the shot clock versus the game clock. Monk takes it over towards the near wing, and he'll put up a 2, and he connects with the little runner. And it's 83-68. All right, so we go into the fourth quarter. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. All right, I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question, and if you get the answer right, you'll hear this. If you get the answer wrong, you'll hear this. Justin says we should bring back the old logo and jerseys when Iverson was here. Loved that era. Well, I like those jerseys too, but sometimes, man, when you live in a certain type of an era, you kind of have to, it's nice to wear them sometimes for throwbacks, and I think that's cool, like what the Phillies did with their powder blue uniforms. But in all honesty, I like new fashion for different eras of any sort of a sport, because one piece of fashion might represent like one era of sports, and then if you have a new one, it might represent the newer one, and I kind of like I like the difference in eras of sports when it comes to fashion. You know what I mean? But yeah, as a throwback, sure, that'd be really cool. All right, so I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question, and if you get it right, you'll hear that little ding, and if you get it wrong, you'll hear the wrong sound effect. All right, so I'm going to ask you this question. Which Sixers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight seasons, beginning in 1989? So which Sixers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight seasons, beginning in 1989? Anybody know the answer? I'll take a couple of guesses. Come firing at me. Which 76ers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight seasons, starting in 1989? Anybody know the answers? Comment down below if you want to take a guess, if you want to take a little whack at it. Anybody? Don't all come at me at once. One answer? Just one? Which 76ers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight years, beginning in 1989? Let you guys have a couple of seconds to answer. Sixers have it to start things off here in the fourth quarter. There's DJ Wilson, who goes up with a shot, and he can't get it, and this time it's denied. And that is going to result in Kings ball, 83-68, 11:30 left to go. Keegan Murray puts up a 3. That's a little bit short again, and Buddy Hield corrals his miss. So it's a 15-point lead for the Kings. Lowry catches, thought about taking the 3, hands it off to Payne over on the near corner. One more down low to Martin, and there's a shot that goes up, and that just goes in and out. It rimmed around the Rosie, and De'Aaron Fox got the rebound. Fox trying to take a coast-to-coast towards the other side. Euro step, left-handed finish is good, and now a 17-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. They have really just been tattooing the Sixers here in this fourth quarter and in the second half specifically. Their largest lead now at 18 points. They're up by 17, though. Barnes gets it down low. He'll have to go up against DJ Wilson, and Wilson can't even stop him. And Harrison Barnes finally has his first 2 points of the day. So now it's a 19-point lead, and that'll make it 87-68. Payne steps back, pulls up for 3. Hield tips it out to Martin. Martin steps back, pulls up for 3 again, and he can't draw one up for himself, and Alex Len comes up with his miss. All right, so here is De'Aaron Fox, who gets it over at the logo. Fox with an alley-oop pass to Len, and that is just going to result in a timeout by Philadelphia. So De'Aaron Fox just continuing to make history tonight, as he gets his 5th assist of the day. 17, 7, and 5 for him. He's been going off. And we have a timeout by Philadelphia as they're down by 21. Again, which 76ers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight years, beginning in 1989? Was it Tony? That's incorrect. Incorrect. Meta World Peace. Incorrect. Not right. All right, I don't want to hold on too long. So the answer, unless somebody comes in with a buzzer beater themselves, which 76ers play? Okay, I thought that was an answer. Which 76ers player led the Sixers in assists per game for 3 straight years, beginning in 1989? The answer is Johnny Dawkins. So if you thought it was Johnny Dawkins, that is correct. Johnny Dawkins. I'll let you know a little bit more information about him, but as the clock does strike midnight here on the East Coast, so Johnny Dawkins is now the head coach for UCF men's basketball. From 2008 to 2016, he was actually the head coach of Stanford and was a 2-time All-American and National Player of the Year as a senior in 1986 when he was at Duke, and he played for 40 years at Duke with the Blue Devils, and was also able to play 9 seasons, including 5 with the Sixers from 89 to 94. He also played with the Pistons from 94 to 95, and then to start off his career, he started off playing with the San Antonio Spurs from 1986 to 89. So that is the correct answer. Johnny Dawkins led the 76ers in assists per game for 3 straight seasons, beginning in 1989 and going all the way to 1992. There you go. That is your answer of the day. Hopefully you're all doing well. Thank you again for tuning in on here, guys. I really do appreciate it. We need 5 more subscribers in order for us to get to 1,820 subscribers. 3 more days until opening day, and now technically make it 2 because today is technically now Tuesday. So we will be on for Phillies baseball on Thursday afternoon. We have one more Sixers game before that. They play against the Clippers on Wednesday night at 7:30. And then the Phillies play on Thursday afternoon at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Lowry tries to draw up a 3 for the Sixers, and that one goes in and out. De'Aaron Fox got the rebound. Fox with a step back Jay, and it just was a little bit too strong. Sixers grab the rebound. It's Tobias Harris. Harris now with 8 rebounds in this ball game, along with 8 points. 89 to 68. Harris gets it down low on the block. He'll try to take on his defender, but the double team comes, and we have a reach and foul called. It'll be against the Kings with about 9:27 left to go in this fourth quarter. So if we take a look at the Western Conference standings, the Kings are half a game behind the Dallas Mavericks. So they're in 7th place, the Kings, that is. The Mavericks are in 6th, and the Clippers, who are in 4th, they're just like 2 games above them, which is absolutely wild. Between the 4th to the 8th seed, just like in the Eastern Conference, that is just the margin of the difference. It's not so big at all whatsoever. 89 to 70 as DJ Wilson throws down a jam. So Wilson gets the alley-oop dunk, and DJ Wilson has scored the last 8 points for the Sixers. We have a 3 that goes up and in and out by Keegan Murray from 24 feet. Harris with his 9th board. Harris will take it over towards the near elbow. Sixers go from left to right. 8:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Harris down low. 2 goes up and in. Man, oh man, he made it look so easy. He just got past Keegan Murray, a guy that's just about 3 inches smaller than him, and he just made it look too easy. 89 to 72 with 8.5 minutes to go. Payne thought he had a steal, but we do have a foul called on the Sixers. It'll actually be a kickball violation on Campaign. I beg your pardon. On the go with CeeLo, man. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for coming on. Guys, go subscribe to On The Go with CeeLo if you want to hear Braves baseball, if you want to hear Nashville Predators hockey, okay? And if you also want to listen to NASCAR racing, that's what he does on his channel. He says, "What's up, JJ? Thursday it goes down." I'm excited, man. Your Braves going up against my Phillies. Three-pointer by Barnes. Bullseye. Harrison Barnes, I remembered that the Sixers had a 21-point lead that they were coming back from when they were against the Golden State Warriors, and they actually ended up tying the game with like 18 seconds to go, and then Barnes hit the dagger to end that game. 92-72 as Payne just could not get the layup to fall on the other side. Monk dribbles it down towards the lane, dribbles over towards the right side, gets past Lowry, and he goes up for a two, and he's fouled. He'll try to earn both of his points at the foul line. That game, that's when the Sixers had Isaiah Cannon, they had Hollis Thompson, and they also had Troy. Oh my gosh, why am I thinking about it? Troy Brown, I believe it was Troy Brown, right? Wasn't it Troy Brown? Troy Brown Jr., yep. Wow, do you guys remember those process years? Because I remember that. That was even before Joel Embiid played. Isaiah Cannon. What's he doing now? What's Isaiah Cannon doing now? Isaiah Cannon. What's Hollis Thompson doing now? I'm curious. 10 points and 4 rebounds and 4 assists for Malik Monk, who was at the foul line, and he does make the second foul shot. So Isaiah Cannon is now 32 years old. He's a basketball player. He's actually in the Greek Basketball League, and he also played in the Euro. Last year that he was in the NBA, that was with the Houston Rockets. It was with the Milwaukee Bucks back in 2019. 94-74, Tobias Harris got the layup to fall, and the Sixers down by 20. 12 for Toby, 4 in this quarter alone with 7:15 left. Monk with the trifecta, and Sabonis cannot corral the miss. Maxey comes up with his miss. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up for a 2, and connects. And finally, Tyrese Maxey able to get a deuce on the board. 94-76 with 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Sixers going on a small run here. Sabonis goes down low all the way to Barnes. Barnes was at the three-point line and now takes it all the way towards the cup. It's denied by Wilson, though. DJ Wilson getting his first action today. Counsell on the drive, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. Man, just the energy from the Sixers daycare. You got the Phillies daycare with Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm and Brandon Marsh. But I like to call these kids that are out there, you know, the Ricky Counsell IV, Jeff Doughton Jr., and DJ Wilson, these young guys, I like to call them the kids, even though Wilson is 28 years old. 94-77, as Counsell does make the first free throw, and we do have a timeout call by the Kings. I'm going to take a quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel. Be right back. See you soon. The Sacramento Kings and the Philadelphia 76ers have actually played each other 300 times. So this is the 301st meeting that they've had. It dates all the way back to 1963 when the teams were known as the Syracuse Nationals and the Cincinnati Royals. That's who the Sacramento Kings were before they became the Kings. And they were also, even in the Eastern Conference, according to the NBA.com website, throughout the 60s, and they met in the conference semifinals for 4 times, and the Sixers won the 2 most recent series against them. So, yeah, so the Sixers have played them a 300, well, this was coming into the season, so this is the 301st time. The Sixers have 173 wins against them, and the Kings have 128 losses. So there you go. The last time that the Sixers, they did win the first game of this matchup, I believe. They won 112-93. That was on January 12th. So the last time that the Kings won, that the Kings beat them, was it was back in literally 2017. December 19th of 2017 was the last time. Or actually, sorry, no, that's incorrect. It's February 2nd of 2019. That was the last time that the Kings won and beat the Sixers. So they haven't won in 5 years. 94-77. And it'll be Ricky Council going to the line for one more. So Council's foul shot is good. And it's a 16-point ball game with about 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. So the inbound goes to Murray. Here's Fox, who dribbles it down low. Barnes for 3, draws it up, and puts it in. Man, oh, man. That was beautiful, and that makes it now 97-78. So Harrison Barnes got that shot to go. It's now a 19-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Maxey gets the dribble handoff and goes up with a 2, and he was fouled immediately. And I'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. So the Sixers, they tried to even up this West Coast road trip. They were looking to go 2-2 tonight with a win, but it's not looking like that is going to be the case right now. It's 97-78 against the Kings, and Maxey's first foul shot is just off the mark. Just got it a little bit short. Maxey has averaged about 19.8 points per game versus the Kings in 5 games, along with 4.5 assists per game. And he does drain the second foul shot, so he goes 1 for 2 from the line. He needs 1 more point to get 30, and remember, he scored 21 in the first quarter alone. 97-79, Sabonis gets it as the Kings get trapped in the backcourt. Murray goes up with a 2, and he thought about going down with a sledgehammer, and DJ Wilson says, I've had enough of it. Maxey down low to Council. Council layup, got it! Ricky Council the 4th, able to provide an impact off the bench. And it's nice to see him getting some minutes. It's 97-81. Barnes gives it back out to De'Aaron Fox. 5:40 left to go. Pick and roll to Sabonis, and they dribble it back out. Fox gets it at the point. He's at the top of the perimeter. He'll dribble against Buddy Hield, his former teammate. A foul line jumper is up, and it's no good. And it goes out of bounds as well. And Sabonis actually got elbowed right into the eye. So it'll be Kings rebound. And he is down in some pain and wants to get helped up by some teammates. And that's what he's going to do there. Domantas Sabonis needs 1 more assist now to get a triple-double. The guy that's 6'10", 240 pounds. He's listed at 6'10", but he looks even taller. Some people have said that he's about 7 feet tall. 97-81. And the Sixers have to play defense again. 5 on the shot clock. Sabonis at the foul line. Thought about heading it off, and he does so to Davion Mitchell. 2-pointer. It's up, and Wilson blocks it. And a shot clock violation called against the Kings. Sixers down by 16 points. 5:13 left to go. That is the second block by Wilson. He's been really doing a solid job in this ball game in the fourth quarter. Maxey to Hield. Hield had some space, puts up a three, and that's just way off the mark. And Sabonis comes up with another rebound. Again, he needs one more assist to get a triple-double, as we just mentioned. 97-81. Fox down low, goes up for two. And that could be the nail in the coffin unless the Sixers go on a big run here. 99-81. They have got to work very quickly, too. They're down by 6 threes, which is 18 points. Council, bounce pass down low to Wilson. And Wilson goes up for two again. DJ Wilson having himself quite a debut in a Sixers uniform. Able to put up 10 points, 3 rebounds, and also having 2 blocks as well. Another whistle called, and it'll be, I guess it'll go against the Sixers. But Sabonis, not happy with something. With 4:23 left to go. What's up, Snowman? Just checking in. Just dropped off my daughter at work, he said. Thanks for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. We got 24 lovely people on here watching. A 16-point deficit for the Sixers. They have just really gone ice cold against this Kings team. And the Kings did not really make a whole bunch of threes today. They really only shot 27% from three. They had a lot of wide open looks, but yet they're still up by 16. And the reason why is because, yes, they've had a lot of points in the paint, but they've just been really very strategic with their passing. And they've been getting a lot of assists today. 46 points in the paint. They outscored the Sixers 38 or 46-38 in that regard. They've also scored a lot of points on the fast break, and the Sixers have turned the ball over really crazily. They have 14 turnovers and 7 for the Kings. On the go with CeeLo. What's going on? I know I said hi to you before. He said, "What do you think about this Ohtani stuff?" I haven't really done my research on it. I know he gave a press conference today. I'll have to watch it to really give you a full conclusion on what I think about it. 99-83. Dribble handoff to De'Aaron Fox. Fox finds Sabonis down low. Sabonis inside, and the jam is good. Tyrese Maxey tried to take a charge. I'm surprised that they didn't call that. That'll make it 101-83, and another timeout called by Philadelphia. And that is their... They still have 2 more left after this one. 103-81. That should have been an offensive foul. That really should have been an offensive foul, and I wonder if they can challenge that because Maxey did have his feet set. Snowman, are you following for baseball this year? He's going to be backing me up for some of the games for the Phillies when we have a time conflict with Sixers games. So he will be filling in for me some of the time. That'll be really cool. I think he's also going to be doing some more White Sox and Astros games. But I don't have to speak for him. He can speak for himself, but I know that he is also driving. So, but yeah. 20 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for being here. I know that it's a late night. I know it's a weekday. And I know that it's a blowout for the Sixers that are not doing a good job scoring the ball. And they just have been turning the ball over like cats and dogs. So sloppy. Other bad news is that the Pacers are beating the Clippers 97-87. So that doesn't help the Sixers at all either. The Sixers, if they lose today, they'll now be 1.5 games behind, 2 games really behind the Indiana Pacers. That's wild. 101-83. They're down by 18 and they need a miracle now. Sabonis with a triple-double. His 10th assist was just made off the nice little shot that was created by Davion Mitchell. There's Payne again as he'll hand it off to Buddy Hield, who gets the layup, and it's now a 16-point ball game with 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sabonis playing hot potato with De'Aaron Fox over at the top of the perimeter. Dribbles over towards the foul line. Runner, it's up and good. And a high-arcing runner by De'Aaron Fox. And Fox with 21 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists to go along with that. Council gets it over at the top of the key. An 18-point ball game. Council will take it over towards the baseline. Got the finger roll, or tried to get the finger roll finish to go. but he'll have to earn his points at the line with about 3:12 left to go. Ricky Council the fourth, wanted to just talk a little bit about him. He's been really doing an incredible job in the G League, of course, for the Sixers. He was undrafted this year. He's 22 years old. In the NBA, he's averaging about 5.5 points per game, along with 1.5 rebounds in about 8 minutes or so. But in the NBA G League, he has really been so solid. One of the top leaders in scoring for the Delaware Bluecoats. In his last game he played, it was on looking at the NBA stats here, so that's not correct. But yes, he's been making a very solid impact. And we do have a timeout called on the floor here by the Sacramento Kings. Council made the first foul shot, and that's what happened there. But he'll go to the line. Ricky Council the fourth, G League stats. Wanted to pull that up. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. So Council averaging about 24 points per game in the G League, along with 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with that. He's been really, really solid. And the thing that's fun to watch about his game is that he's so explosive. He doesn't have any sort of hesitation going down low. If you give him a high screen, he's going to take advantage of that, and then he's just going to cut to the basket. You know, that's the thing about him, is that it doesn't matter if there's 2 defenders down low. He's not afraid of going to the rim. Now, the one thing he has to do a better job at, and this comes with time, is that he does need to do a better job at finishing towards the rim, because at some point in time, and this is what NBA defenses are doing to Tyrese Maxey, but Maxey had to learn at a young age that, yes, he was getting some really good finishes and he was doing really, really well, but sometimes when the defenses adjust, and you got to get a little bit more crafty with your finishes, and that's why just the maturity that he has developed with his game, it has gone so many miles and miles into the right direction. Sabonis will get the inbound pass, and they'll hand it off to Keegan Murray. There's a runner this time by Fox, and Fox puts it up and in, and it's a 105-87 game. Listening in while I do thumbnails and schedule streams this week, JJ. That's what I was just doing a little bit earlier today. Yield over on the far side, step back, thought about taking the three, hands it off to a three-point shot that's up, and that one goes in and out by the Sixers. It was DJ Wilson that was, who just could not hit the three. 2:25 left to go, and a foul called. It'll be on Wilson, and now Buddy Hield is hobbling a little bit, and he's going to go back to the locker room. That's the last thing that the Sixers need. Looked like he was hobbling, and now he's going to get checked out in the locker room. That's not good. Kobe Jones, Kessler Edwards, and Chris Dwart are going to all come in for the Kings as they unleash their bench. And Mike Brown has to really be happy with how his team performed today. Sixers have to go back to the drawing board, though, as they host the LA Clippers, and they want to be able to sweep them and win two of their last 3 games, I should say. They have a step-back jumper that's up by Kessler Edwards, and he clanks it off the back of the rim. Rebound by Payne, stolen back, though, by JaVale McGee, the former Sixer and the former Warrior, 3-time champion JaVale McGee. Payne steps back, lets it fly for a trifecta, and he got it to go. Nice play by Cam Payne. He's just been trying to still shoot the lights out, and that's just his second 3 that he's made today. He had a very big impact against the Clippers as they left him wide open. All right, so we have a play between Davion Mitchell and JaVale McGee down low. Mitchell tries to feed the big man, JaVale McGee, a guy that stands at 7 feet 1 inch tall, and he tried to go up with a 2 there, and he couldn't get it. He's 36 years old and weighs 270 pounds. All muscle, too. 105-90. And here is Council, who puts up a tray, and he knocks that one down. Sixers down by 12 now. Ricky Council is 2 for 4 from 3 and make it now 3 for 5 shooting-wise from the field. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this contest between the Kings and the Sixers. And Dwart will get fouled by Paul Reed, I believe, over towards the logo, actually in between the circles, I should say. But regardless, with 7 seconds left to go, the Kings will call a timeout before the foul was even called. That's what they'll do, 105-93. So the Sixers are down by a dozen. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. So the Kings called a timeout, and they throw it away, and it'll be Sixers ball with about a minute to go. It was actually a timeout called. There's another timeout this time called by the Sixers, so they'll just have one timeout left with 59.2 seconds left. Kobe Jones and a turnover, and the Sixers will call for time, and well, they have 59.2 seconds left, and they're down by 12. What's up, Asia? How you doing? Thanks so much for coming on here. I appreciate it. The Kings are looking to beat the Sixers for the first time since February 2nd of 2019, and that was back at the Golden One Center. They ended up winning by a final score of 109-108 in that ball game. Robert Covington actually had 24 points. Joel Embiid had like 15 rebounds. And Ben Simmons had 6 assists in that game to go along with that as well. But the Kings had the upper hand and were able to win 109-108. Zach Randolph was on that team, and he put up 20 points in that ball game. Zebo, they called him. Zach Randolph is definitely going into the Memphis Grizzlies Wall of Fame. He had a very good career with them, and also had a really nice NBA career as well. The Sixers, if they lose today, and it looks like the Indiana Pacers are starting to get away from the Clippers, 105-90 is that score. If the Pacers win and if the Sixers lose, then the Sixers are now 2 games behind the Pacers for 6th place. Council gets the inbound. He's spinning. He's rolling. Goes up with a shot, and he can't get it. And the rebound goes to Council. He had the long board, 47 seconds to go. Ball gets deflected into the hands of Wilson. Wilson down low to Martin. Martin goes up for 2 and connects. 105-95. And the inbound goes to Dwart. It's deflected. And DJ Wilson thought that he had all ball. I thought he had all ball too, but it was a personal foul they called on him. I don't really understand how that was a personal foul. But Wilson, it looked like he had all ball, 40.1 seconds to go. The Sixers did have a foul to give. It's KJ Martin out there for the Sixers playing defense. Payne trying to defend his defender out in the backcourt. And with 37.2 seconds to go, we do have another foul called against the Sixers, and that'll result in free throws. With 37 2/10 of a second remaining in this 4th quarter, so Payne is the one that drew up the personal foul. Boy, Nick Nurse is talking things over with one of the refs, and that ref there, he was just trying to talk to JT Orr, who is the umpire for today's game. JT, there was something that he didn't like about that call, Nick Nurse, that is. 106-95, Davion Mitchell has 16 points, and the second foul shot's no good, but the first one was, and Mitchell grabs his own offensive rebound. Then we do have a personal foul called on KJ Martin, and that should pretty much do it. The Sixers, the next time that they play, it'll be against the LA Clippers on Wednesday night, and then they will host the Clippers. Then they also host the Cavaliers on Friday night. Both those games are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 6 o'clock on Sunday evening, on March 31st, the last day of the month, they will be in Toronto for one last time. They have technically not been in Toronto this year, but earlier in the season they played them 3 times, 2 times in November, and one time in October, 1 time in November, and 1 time at the end of December. 108-95. Council gets it on the drive, goes up for a 2, and he is fouled with about 19 2/10 of a second remaining. And he'll earn his stripes at the line. So now they're just stalling for time here. Hey, JJ, how did I do tonight? I thought you did really well, man. I'll talk to you a little bit more about it later and give you more of my feedback. But from what I heard, I thought you did really, really well, man. And I'm excited for you to fill in for me doing some baseball games because I'm going to need you, man. I really am, and I want to give you and other people a chance to show off your play-by-play skills. 108-95 as Council's first foul shot. It goes in and out. My gosh. So Jalen Slauson is the one that got called for the shooting foul. Jalen Slauson is 24 years old from Furman, and the second foul shot's no good, but the tip back is good by KJ Martin. 108-96, 15 seconds left to go. Sixers, are they going to try to foul here? I think that they're just going to wrap things up, and the Kings are going to dribble it out as they shine the beam light. 108-96. Well, I was close. I think I said 120-108 was my final score, and I thought that the Kings, you were talking about the Clippers. I got to, oh man, I remember who was that? Karam, man, you made me think about the Clippers. The Kings, they ended up winning today 108-96. So Domantas Sabonis had his 25th triple-double of the season. 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 dimes for him. And Keegan Murray had 17 in the first quarter. Tyrese Maxey had 21, and you thought maybe that was going to be enough, but Keegan Murray put out that fire and ended up just putting up 23 points in the game. Fox had 23 and 8 rebounds and 5 assists. I'm done. I'm getting a little bit tired, and we're going to wrap things up. But I will see you all on Wednesday night. Hopefully the Sixers get the win the next time. I'm a little bit, I can't say that I'm shocked about this game because I'm really not. I thought that the Kings were going to do a much better job in transition. The one thing about Sacramento that makes them such a good team is that they can catch and shoot and play really, really well out in transition. They're kind of like, with the way that they play, they're like the Indiana Pacers. They're so fast-paced, and if you make one mistake against this quick, physical team, it can really be a long night for you. So, but yeah. All right, love you guys. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Good night, and I'll see you Wednesday. One more day, or one more game before opening day. See you then. Love you.